Like, share, and subscribe to my channel as I continue to provide with trusted information for you to use to make a decision. On your screen is a PowerPoint presentation that I'm going to present to you for you to have empirical information to use to make decisions. Because I think a number of persons are taking marriage, divorce, and homicide lightly in the world, particularly Jamaica, within the context of having over 3 persons being murdered daily in Jamaica. I think something that we need to examine. So I want to talk to you about marriage, divorce, and homicide. Yes, homicide in Jamaica. Do you think they are relating to each other? Do you think so? Let's look at it. Now, the issue of divorce is nothing simple and is not a matter of something that is happening over yesterday only. Divorce has been a phenomenon, a social construct that has been occurring for years. And we are sort of seeing that in terms of research, in terms of many other places. But what we have not been actually looking at is sort of see how this divorce thing is really affecting a number of things outside of just the normal psychological issues and the financial impact of divorce. That is sort of well researched and understood, and in front of you here now you are seeing it in terms of research having been done on the psychological impact, divorce affecting people's psychology, divorce affecting people financially, divorce affecting children. Those things have been established. No, so what I want to look at now, I want you to look at whether you think that divorce and marriage is influencing homicide, or divorce affecting homicide, or marriage affecting homicide. What is really going on? I want to provide you with research information for you to look at. I'm going to tell you nothing more. So we're going to use an econometric model that was developed by Becker to look at health and establishing that there's a series of issues affecting health. All right? We're going to see econometric model. So here, Becker actually spoke that crime is influenced by employment and a number of other factors. And I'm saying I'm going to use the same econometric model to try to establish a similar matter. What am I going to try to establish? Divorce. Can I predict divorce by using some other coefficients? What do you think? Let me take you along. So I'm going to be using data for Jamaica and data from 1950 to 2013. Ready for the ride? Let me take you through with me on this ride. So using a two-tailed test, using logistic regression, here in front of you I've defined the word, what divorce means, particular decades of breakdown, what is actually going on, what issue of homicide or murder, or some person refer to it as intentional homicide, as well as the issue of mortality or death, what those things are. Now, let's look at some findings. So this is what the marriage function looks like from 1950 to 2013. Look at this marriage function. And what do you realize? From about 2009 in Jamaica, we sort of see a peak in marriage, and these have been falling since then. Some spurts of highs and lows during the 2009 to 2013 period, but then that gives an idea of what's happening. Now, look at the homicide function. The homicide function seems to be an exponential curve that is going on and on and on and on upwards. Things a matter that we need to address in Jamaica. That is for another discussion. Look at divorce now. Divorce is likewise. Divorce is an exponential function that keeps to be going up and up and up. What is happening in our society, particularly Jamaica, that actually seeing this exponential rise in homicide? Now, on your screen there are some numbers in terms of averages, in terms of homicides, averages in terms of murders, and look at the decades in terms of when these things are unfolding in society, or particularly Jamaica. Now, Look at the marriages now per decade and look at what is happening going on. It seems like marriages has been going upwards using an exponential function likewise. There's an exponential function. No, it seems like it's a quadratic function. The marriage is going on. So that's what is actually happening in Jamaica. Look now at divorce. Wow, divorce seems to be fitting a linear function. Now let's look graph homicide and divorce. Ladies and gentlemen, look at your screen, and if you are seeing what I'm seeing, we try to use a linear function to look at divorce and homicide. We're realizing that as divorce increases in Jamaica, so does homicides. Wow. There seems to be a positive correlation or association between homicide and divorce. What are you going to extrapolate from that, ladies and gentlemen? Now, let's now look at divorce as a percent of marriage. And you'll actually see a function there, a polynomial function, which has at least 2 turning points. Not going to a math class today because, of course, I'm a math person. We're not going to a math class today, so let's actually leave that information with you. And then we now can look at the whole matter relating to divorce, putting in divorce and other factors inside a model and realize that divorce is affecting homicide and marriage has been going up. Divorce has been climbing exponentially in Jamaica. Is divorce the cause of what is going on? So are you saying the number of the deaths that occurred in Jamaica is as a result that people do not want to share what they have or to lose what they have as a result of marriage or pending divorce? What is going on in Jamaica? No, so there's clearly a psychology to marriage and a psychology to divorce that a number of people are looking at. So whereas marriage increases one economic prosperity and of course make you comfortable, when marriage seems to be failing, persons do not want that distaste, that displeasure, and knowing full well that they are going to possibly share, I presume this is for the male or even for the female, persons are thinking about unaliving others. This is not good at all. So are we saying people fear individuality, or is it that they have accumulated so much with marriage that they fear losing an aspect of that? So is there a psychology to divorce that we are not looking at? Is there a psychology to homicide that we are not looking at? And I'm saying to you here that divorce is influencing directly homicides in Jamaica. So a part of the homicide dilemma we're having in Jamaica is social breakup. Social breakup is causing persons to lose their minds. There's also a psychology to money. Because if it is that you're going to be divorced, and it means that you're going to be losing aspect of your wealth, losing aspect of money, is that creating in people a sense to destroy the other? When social relationship goes sour, divorce is on the rise. Ladies and gentlemen, divorce is not an easy phenomenon. Divorce is creating not only separation between people, it is also resulting in some person being unalive or killed or murdered. Just want to pause for a second. Let you think about what I'm saying. When social relationship goes sour, they are contributing to the homicide rate in Jamaica. This one's difficult to deal with, but it's research, ladies and gentlemen. I understand how you might be in awe. There's a psychology to money, a psychology to marriage, and a psychology to divorce, and a relationship between divorce and homicide in Jamaica land we love. Share this video with a friend. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I want to hear your comments because this is research and I'm using data from 1950 to 2013. Do you think it's lying? Do you think the data is lying?